Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your May 2021 reading. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you are unsure of your Sun, Moon, Rising signs, check out the link that I have in the description box below. It's for astrocharts.com, and you just plug in your information and it'll tell you all the planetary aspects that were there on your birthday. You don't have to use that site. I'm not affiliated with them. I like their layout, but you can also give it a Google. There are many sites where you can find that information. This is a very general reading for a collective. So if you want something more individual and personalized, there's also info on how to get that down below. But take what resonates for you here and then leave the rest for others. So we're going to get started. So different than last month. First of all, shuffled off camera and laid all the cards out upright just so we can start off the bat. Because if I shuffle on camera, I'm terrible at shuffling and it adds a whole 10 minutes to the video. So I got that out of the way so that you don't have to suffer through it. Unlike last month, these cards do not have specific intentions set with them. So like last month, I was like, what are your hopes for the coming month? What are your challenges? This month, I wanted to go with the flow. And I just asked, what does Taurus need to know? And what is the story for the month of May? So there's no order to these cards. I will go through each one. The only one that I did set an intention with was the first card, which is your own energy for the month. So we're going to get started with that. All right, Taurus. So your energy for the month of May is the Fool card. So very beautiful. The start of everything in tarot, the start of the journey. So possibly for a lot of you, just thinking about starting something new, a new project, setting a new goal or different intentions for yourself and having faith that even if things aren't perfect for you right now, that having faith that it's going to go well. And I just had a quote pop in my mind. It's by David Bowie, and he once said, "I don't know where I'm going from here, but I promise it won't be boring." And that just popped right in my mind, and I think that's perfect energy for this Fool card. So knowing that you may not know exactly all the details yet, but having faith that it's going to work out and it's not going to be boring. So next up, we have the Page of Pentacles. Like I said, I'm going to go through these in order, but this isn't like this is happening this week and next day. This is all energy that's interspersed. And actually, before I go through each card, the overall energy is about needing to get your finances in order. Number one, needing to be a little bit more organized as far as finances and being a little bit more diligent with your spending and making smart moves in regards to, money and career, the more practical and sometimes boring part of your life. It might not sound so sexy right now, but it's stuff that you need to get done so that you can pursue your passions. You kind of have to have all your ducks in a row right now. Also, you're the second set of readings that I have right now with the Eight of Cups. This one's popped up for a lot of individual readings as well. So definitely there's energy of moving on. There is a lot of movement energy here. It's like this opposing energy of being stuck yet needing to move forward, right? We've got the Fool, we've got the Knight of Wands, we've got the Eight of Cups kind of wanting to move. But this Page of Pentacles and this King of Pentacles in reverse are kind of stuck, as is the Four of Swords a little bit. So we're going to move through all of that. With this Page of Pentacles in reverse, honestly, very simply, I feel a lot of procrastination. It's that you have things that you need to get done. You don't really want to do them because it's not exciting. It might be something that you're putting off because there's also some fear based around this, especially if you're dealing with your money. It's very common to put off dealing with your finances because they might not be that great and it's scary to look at them. But the longer you put things off, the worse off they can be. So, being truthful with yourself about where you are financially or where you are in your career right now, and just being truthful about the fact that you really need to get a move on with things. Some of you, I feel too, are putting off making a move in your career, even making a move within your education as it relates to your career. Could be a continuing education thing, or it could just be starting up new classes, or you may be in the middle of college. whichever that is for you, it's about, I feel that you're stuck because like I keep getting stuck with my words, but like this like stuck energy and like heavy procrastination, and you're being asked to kind of light that fire under the booty and make a decision on something and get moving because it's a big world out there and you're meant to explore it, but you need to get some ducks in a row first, and you just gotta stop procrastinating, right? And easier said than done, I know, but let's make a little commitment to explore why you're procrastinating and why you're feeling stuck. Are you feeling afraid? Are you afraid of failure? You have people telling you that you can't do it. Definitely explore that and confront the reasons why you may be procrastinating, and do your best to what you can do to kind of work through that energy. We have the Four of Swords. And with the Four of Swords is like a need to rest and take a break. So I'm telling you that you're procrastinating and that you need to get a move on. I'm telling you that there's other energy within this reading that, wants to move, wants to go forward, wants to start something, and so then you have the Four of Swords and like, she's just like, look at her. She's like laying there. She's like, I'm not getting up. And a lot of times with the Four of Swords, there's like a need to rest and relax and to be able to have like that moment to gather your thoughts. So, and that's different than procrastinating, right? This is just honoring your need for rest. And part of the reason why you may be procrastinating and you may be stuck in this energy here is because you haven't been resting. You haven't really given yourself a moment to just like sit down and clear your mind and, not think about anything super serious and important, and just have a breath before you then take your next step and start moving on. So sometimes, the best part, I said, light a fire under your butt, but sometimes also what you need is that mental break for a moment. So it's about balancing out that energy. Yeah, take a mental break. Yes, give yourself a little moment to relax, but we're not talking weeks. We're not talking months. We're not talking staying stuck. And we're talking about doing what you need to do to clear your mind so you can get out of some of this stagnant energy here and move forward. Because then you have the Knight of Wands who's like, I have somewhere to go, right? The Knight of Wands is like, let's go, let's explore. I have got some ideas. I want to do the thing and I'm going for it. So that energy is there. It wants to go forward. It wants to support this Fool energy, something new, some exciting adventure, but it's driven by you. It's driven by your willpower. It's driven by, the things that make you, your creativity, what makes you stand out, what makes you unique. Right? And, you're going forward. It wants to go forward, but being held back here by some of this like procrastination energy. So it's definitely about like balancing these two forces out. And in order to do that, you may just have to take a moment, take a sit, meditate, take a nap, and wake up feeling refreshed. But this is a brief moment. This is not long. This is not allowing you to stay stuck here. It's just clearing you up so that you can move. We've got the Eight of Cups, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Four of Wands. Again, like I was saying in the beginning, being honest with yourself about your finances and about where you stand when it comes to, career, money, things like that, all the tangible things that are in your life, just knowing where you are, and not making decisions that are just, going to hurt you in that aspect, not making decisions that are going to lose you money, risk your job, that sort of thing. On the flip side, though, you have the Eight of Cups, and you're going to find that there are some things that you need to leave behind. Right? And it could just be this tendency to procrastinate, this tendency to wait a little bit too long. And what you might need to leave behind also is this energy. Think of areas where you may not be as financially responsible as you can. Have there been moments lately where you've been a bit excessive, where you've focused too much on money, and when it's become like a little bit too important that it's gotten in the way of other more important things? So definitely something to think about. But I really feel the sense, with the two pentacles in reverse, of being stuck and sort of lost in something that is related more towards like career and towards your finances. Now, for some of you, it could be like, relationship things, health things, friendships, but I'm not feeling that as strongly. It's very financial for me right here. So you may have to cut your losses with something, and it might hurt in the beginning, but ultimately it's for your own benefit, and ultimately it's something to bring you to like a healthier future. So being honest, being organized, trying to get yourself out of your own head so that you can move forward is definitely going to benefit you. And some of that may be you're breaking away from what you've always done, and you're moving into something that really fits you better. You're exploring your passions. You're really deciding that, your goal is more oriented to doing what you think you're meant to be rather than what others tell you you need to be. And so you're just kind of taking this leap of faith here on that journey. Like, things aren't perfect right now, but I'm going to have the faith, going to try to work it out and move on to something a little bit different. And then we end with this Four of Wands card, which, for some people is just simply a celebration. You may find yourself, getting engaged, or you may find yourself in a better situation with your job, or celebrating somebody's wedding, or having a party. I think for a lot of you, it's once you're getting your crap together, there's going to be reason to celebrate, right? You're going to find yourself in a better position. Once you dedicate yourself towards a specific goal and sort of just like take that step to move towards it, just taking that first step, it's going to be like something worth celebrating, and you're going to find a bit more freedom. The Four of Wands does, talk about celebrations and happiness and gatherings and being with the people you love, but it's also you being free and you feeling that you're blossoming into what you want to be. All right. And so we're going to also take a look at an oracle card for you really quick, just to tie this all up. I lied about not shuffling. I'm sorry, but it's only for a little bit. It's not as bad as if it was for the full reading. All right. We have the Spider. So, trust the creative spark you are feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. With Spider energy too, there is a need for patience, which is reflective sometimes in this Four of Swords. But I love that, this creative spark that you're feeling, like with this Fool card and this Knight of Wands, and, get to it, express it. I don't always take the blurbs on this very literal, but, however you express yourself creatively. For many of you, it's going to be through writing and through speaking your truth. For others, it's going to be through some art form. And for more of you, I'm from Philly, I'm sorry. For more of you, some of you, it'll be through pitching an idea at work, or coming up with an idea for yourself and deciding to follow that for yourself. But trust that creative side of yourself. Trust those ideas that you have, and it may take a leap of faith, but go for that. Go for that energy. All right, beautiful Taurus. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you have any questions, need anything clarified, just leave me a comment. And I hope that you all have a beautiful month of May. Sending you lots of love and blessings. And I will see you next month. Thank you. Bye-bye.